Hey guys, and welcome to a Sims 4 speed build. Today we're going to be doing a stone cottage, and I really wanted to play with terrain. I feel like I often forget to do terrain. I think this is because the terrain never blends into the surrounding area. So normally, if you want to do something severe and something a bit crazy with the terrain, you're going to end up with a really dodgy, edging to your lot. Which I understand, but it's still semi-annoying. Um, but yeah, I feel like I was one of those people that, always complained that we didn't have terrain in The Sims 4. And then, they gave it to us, which is awesome that they listen to their, players. But then I feel like we never really use it now. It's a bit fiddly and, maybe could be improved. But, I mean, we should use it. So I did try and use it today. One end of the house is going to be taller than the other, and then we use this really cool stilted foundation that again they gave us recently, and is awesome. So I really like how they do add things to the games. Like even if you look at day one, Sims 4 didn't originally have pools, and then I think it was the first patch or maybe the second. Really quite quickly they gave us pools because they realized we wanted pools. Um, but yes, getting on to the actual build, it's going to be kind of like a cozy little home. It's pretty small, there's not a lot of space, but I mean, you can expand upwards, sideways, backwards, any way really. Um, and maybe not basement. That would be weird with the stilted foundation. But the people that live in this house are not super trendy. They didn't go out and buy all new furniture, so it's a bit dorky in place. Not dorky, but it's not like super trendy. You wouldn't see it on the front of a cover, on the front cover of a magazine. But I really, wanted it to kind of go with the style, and I hope it does. I did kind of not lose enthusiasm for it, but it's not like my best furnishing ever. I kind of just wanted to get a build done because, I don't know. Also, these steps that you see on the side, whilst in theory they should work perfectly, every time I try and edit something like with the fence, it misbehaved. I tried to put railings on the side of the stairs, like not the stairs, but like the little platforms between each staircase, and that messed everything up. So, and like every time I come back to this build and do one thing, I find that the stairs have moved up a level and are floating. So this is up on the gallery. I'll leave the link below. But yeah, if you download this house, I don't know if the stairs at the back are going to behave. At the front, obviously, there is no stairs. But that's fine. That's how we want it. And we have a little bit of a porch here. Sadly, at the start of this video, it might get a bit tedious because I do mess around with the terrain a lot. I knew that I wanted like a feature window and like a feature wall at the front of the house, and then I went with the matching stone and log combo. I mean, I don't love the color of it, and now that I look at it, I feel like it really doesn't go with the wood at all. What was I thinking? I don't know. I probably should have picked a darker wood. I don't know. I was kind of throwing things together and not really paying attention, I guess, because I was, watching TV and stuff, and it was the end of the workday. I really like this reddy, woody color. I've never used it before. I think in the past I haven't liked it, but for some reason today I did like it. But then I realized, the wood, the reddy wood, the orange wood on the windows, and then the weird beige wood on the walls, it was way too busy. It needed to be a bit more simple, so we kind of make the inside flooring a little bit darker. But that's okay. I might use that red wood in another build soon. Yeah. What are we doing here? We're messing around with the layout, and there is now a really awkward pause, and I don't even know if no, I am recording. Oh, okay. I know what I've done. Oh, no, I don't. There we go. Okay, maybe, what was I doing? I don't know. Probably, actually knowing me, I was probably getting up to open the door for the dog. She can't open a door, and she doesn't have a doorbell, but she scratches at every door she wants opened. And then the humans do it for her. Yes. I feel like I need to put some sort of foam mat on my door so she doesn't scratch it so badly. The layout of this house is quite different to what I would normally do as well. So you have a very separate living room, But then you walk into the kitchen and the dining area, I think it'd be more normal to walk into the living area, maybe? I don't know. Like, I feel like most of the houses in Australia have hallways, but when I look at, like, American shows, they seem to mostly walk into rooms. I don't know. That might be a stereotype. That might just be what ends up on the TV shows that I watch. I don't know. Oh my goodness. I'm sitting cross-legged and I just, like, uncross my legs and, oh, my knees are broken. Um, yeah, see, did you see this? Yeah, look at those silly floating stairs. I don't know why they were doing that. It's, crazy and really annoying. And, yeah, the floorboards don't stay, don't worry, because I know it looks hideous. I thought maybe flooring there would help, but yeah, it didn't, so don't worry about that. Also the rails on the side of the steps didn't work, so we end up going, like, no rails and no fencing, so, I mean, I feel like if it snowed here and you had to go down those steps, you'd be literally taking, like, your life in your hands, because it'd be so risky. So this fireplace thing, we actually move at the very end of the video, which is a shame, but you'll see why I do something really dumb. But yeah, that's where I wanted the fireplace in, originally. That's where I think it looks best, but I mean, you have to have things realistic and not crazy, which you'll see at the end again. Alright, so this is the nightly routine. It seems every time I sit down to record a video, my dog goes crazy. Can you hear her? I just put Move Objects on because I feel like it's the most useful, like, quotation marks, Kate ever. Like, you're not benefiting from it, so I think it should be part of the game. Like, it's really good. I guess maybe they do it because things can float, and then maybe it's harder for gallery items. Like, I know sometimes if you download a house that's used it from the gallery, it could be a bit dodgy, but I mean, it makes it so much more realistic. This bedroom is a bit messy. I feel like that's why I was saying at the start. Was I saying at the start? I think I was. No, I didn't. I did start recording and then, like, I had to sort the dog out, so I restarted the recording, blah, blah, blah. Was I saying that, this house is a bit like a holiday house? So yeah, this is why this bedroom kind of has, like, a bit of a mix-match feel. But I kind of feel like it works in this sort of log cabin or stone cabin house. I spent a while picking a rug here because I felt like there needed to be some sort of softness to the room, and then I put that rug in, which isn't really soft, but that's where my head was originally going. Anyways, we're going to do the living room now, and it is pretty basic. It's not, like, amazing or anything, but it will do, and I feel like you wouldn't really spend a lot of time in the living room in real life. And if you were going to spend time in this, well, at least if I was in a log cabin, I'd probably be reading a book or doing some sort of hobby and watching telly. We do have a plant. Well, I found this crazy plant to put in the corner, and I mean, I don't know why it's a cat pot, but it is. But I thought it kind of suited. Sorry, I can't even concentrate because my dog is huffing and puffing and acting like a crazy. And again, like, this bookcase is to me, it worked in this build. Baby dog, you are actually nearly biting my table. So if you could not do that, she's trying to kill her bed that she's had for, I don't know, 4 years, but yeah, she has to shake it dead every night. What am I saying? Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. We're going to go into the kitchen and the dining room now, and I realized that you need windows in here. Like, you have an amazing view. And yeah, maybe the windows could have been a bit bigger, but I mean, realistically, they wouldn't really blend with the house if they were bigger, which is kind of a shame, but whatever. I mean, you can just go out onto the deck. Oh, floating staircases. Okay. So annoying. We go for kind of like a modern kitchen. I didn't want it to be too dank. I've never used this counter color before, and I wasn't sure if it really worked with the like walls and the flooring, but I felt like it was kind of a muted color, so maybe it did work. I think also I forget to put tiles as a backsplash, so that's a bit bad, but oh well. We can pretend I didn't forget to do that. I did include a bin, and we do have an island for like a split second, But then I realized it's way too fancy. Like, this is a log cabin. You're not really, I don't think, going to have an island in such a tiny kitchen. And I mean, it's still fully functional. We have like a massive dining table because I figured you might, I mean, in theory, you could bring tents here and use it like in Granite Falls as like a holiday accommodation place, or maybe it's somebody's holiday house, so they have people come and stay with caravans, but you need a big dining table. I don't know. I felt like the dining table and the kitchen is the heart of home for this house anyway. We have a really basic bathroom. It's not meant to be good. I kind of purposely made it look kind of bad, but I wanted to be really simple, but still totally functional. I mean, it doesn't have a bath, but that's fine, whatever. We're just grabbing a mirror here too, and then I think we decorate, well, yeah, we finished decorating, and by decorating, I'm using that term really loosely here. I don't do a lot of decorations. This house is pretty basic. I can't remember how much it costs. For some reason, 35,000 simoleons is in my head, but don't hold me to that because I don't really know. We also put a blind. I mean, it's kind of dumb because it makes the room more dark and it's kind of ugly. But I feel like it's a bit weird having a window right there, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I was about to say, because if somebody comes and knocks on the door and you don't want to be home, or, don't want people from the street looking in, well, your front door's glass, so that's not really going to help. This is going to be a bit tedious here. I'm trying to figure out how to stop, like, the floating staircases, and I found, like, they misbehaved when I took the fence away, and I think, see, now that's working, so why, like, I know that I put the fence back, and I do a gate, which is really weird, I know. So I don't know why they couldn't just stay like that, but yeah, I was having issues with this, and I think it got to the point where I was like, I don't care anymore. I did think about putting stairs, right, one stair, kind of like at the front, but it wasn't going to work. The roofing on this place, I have to admit, I don't hate. Probably because it's like the most basic roof you have ever seen, but yeah, roofs and me on The Sims are not friends. I do kind of miss like auto roof Sims 3. The front porch, like, that I haven't done yet, but the roof with front porch is a prime example. I also, so if you're wondering why there's like a random stone thing at the end of the house, that's the fireplace. Just trying to find the right color. I wanted like the orange color that would go with like the roof trim, and I couldn't find it, but whatever. And I do paint the inside of it a bit darker too, so that hopefully it looks a bit more realistic. I don't know. I don't ever like this, especially because it's on stilts. And yeah, I was trying to put something on top of it. So you can see here, I found this like black one that's kind of the right size, and I move it up so that from the outside of the house, it looks awesome. In a second, don't worry. But you'll see in a second there's a massive issue with how I did that when we go back inside. This is the porch that I was talking about. Now, the roofing I could not get right. And I think I was using all the tricks I knew. So I don't know if it's me. Also, I couldn't find the same trim. Like, I think I found it, but it wasn't really, like, I don't know. So long story. I kind of gave up on it, to be honest. But yeah, like, I just could not get this. See how it connects to that front feature roofing bit? And it, like, intersects it and looks really dodgy. I tried to fix it. I couldn't figure out how. And I feel like it's not normally an issue for me. Also, side note, floating staircases again. Like, see what I'm talking about? So you have a barbecue out here. You also have a table. I think we have some places where you can grow some vegetables or some flowers. We have a random flamingo because it felt like it suited the place. Also, when I was playing the game, I noticed a few things that I've never noticed before in my entire life. And I don't know if that's because I'm an idiot, or did they throw in a new patch recently that I haven't noticed. My game's downloaded and we have flamingos now. Because I don't recall seeing that flamingo ever before. So now that I think about it, I was in the outdoor room category. So I wonder if some things are filtered there and not visible in other places. I don't know. Interesting. See, I was going to do that, but then I realized I should just make it intersect and look bad, because having the L-shaped, like, roof which you saw like a minute ago wasn't that great either. We are nearly onto the landscaping, I think. Oh yeah, I decided we have no windows. Oh, so I put windows in, but I didn't notice the lack of tiles. Oh well, whatever. We're throwing in a couple more plants and stuff, and then we are actually going to get to the landscaping, which is going to take a little bit of time, but luckily for you, we speed it up, so it's going to take a matter of seconds. There's a lot of trees, and there's like patches of landscaping. I kind of wanted to make it natural. I probably should have built this in Granite Falls. I don't know why I didn't. Wait, is the lighting in Granite Falls really bad? Maybe that's why. I can't remember. But yeah, I am actually pretty happy with how the landscaping turned out. We also use Maxstone lights because I figure if you're in the woods, you need some lights outside, and also we fix up the lighting inside. Whatever I'm building, I just do like the subtle saucer lamps everywhere because they provide great lighting. And yeah, these are the outside lights I was talking about a second ago. So we have about 41 seconds left of the video. So I want to take this time to say a massive thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and like this video if you want to see more videos. I promise they will get better the more I make videos. And yeah, just thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.